Hello everyone. In this video we'll see how to use CodeSkool Scratch to create stories, to create conversation between various characters. So here I have taken an example where a teacher is trying to teach her student about digestive system. So I have just searched about digestive system on the internet, and then I need few assets. So I have typed like teacher clip art and I have selected this one. So preferably you want something with a transparent background. So this one I have selected, and then you can click this link and open it in a new tab, and then you can download it. Similarly, I have downloaded a Blackboard classroom clip art. So you can click on this link and you can download it, and then you can click free download, and it would be downloaded as a zip file, and then you can go into that zip file and extract the assets. So I'll just rename it to classroom. Similarly, I have searched for a girl student clip art, and this one I had opened in a new tab, and I have downloaded it, free download. So you have to create an account here on some website. So first thing is never give your real name or real email address to such website. Always use some temporary disposable email address for safety reason. And you should never download anything without your parents' approval. So I have downloaded all these assets. Then I'll go into that stage and upload that classroom asset. So I'll select this and move it little bit up, and drag it on the bottom, and then use my arrow key, left arrow key, to move it to slight left. So this looks right to me, so I'll just click here and it is saved. Now I upload my both the characters. So first let me upload teacher. I'll just move over here. Let me upload the student also. So let me change it size to 30. Maybe too small, so let me change it to 40, maybe 50. Yeah, that looks good to me. Teacher also I'll change it to 80. So this also looks good to me. Now if you have a asset which does not have a transparent background, I find it much easy to just open it in paint.net and use this magic wand and select it, and then you can select how much you want to automatically select the area. So based on the tolerance level you set it here, you can select the area, and then I'll just press Ctrl X to delete that area, and it will create a transparent background, and then I'll save it as a PNG file, and then I'll simply upload that PNG file into CodeSkool Scratch as a sprite. So our first interaction would be by clicking this green flag. So I'll add this block, and then she would say hello, and let me add a text to speech block also. And then she will say hello also, and wait it here. So let me run this program.
Hello.
And like once she has finished saying hello, like I want to remove that bubble, speech bubble. So I'll again go into looks and like just add a empty block here.
Hello.
Now once the kid has said hello, like it's teacher turn. So like we'll create a event and like broadcast it. So I created like teacher turn to speak event, and I'll go into the teacher this thing and like I'll add this block. So when it's teacher turn to speak, so when this sprite receive the event like teacher turn to speak, she will also say hello. Same here, and same thing here also. We'll just add an empty block here. Let me run this again.
Hello. Hello.
Now like the teacher has finished speaking, so again it is turn of the student. So I'll create another event. So once the teacher has finished speaking, like she'll broadcast an event and send it to the student sprite. So now when the student sprite receive the event like student turn to speak, she will say like, so let's just run this program.
Hello. Hello. I have a doubt. Can you help me?
And then it will again like broadcast teacher turn to
I
speak.
have a doubt. Can you help me? Hello. I have a doubt. Can you help me? Hello.
So let me stop it. Now when the teacher turns to speak, like we need to create some variable like to figure out like which sentence to speak. So let me go and create a variable. I'll just delete this variable here and I'll create a variable for this sprite only. So I'll just give a small name like index. So index is basically a kind of a pointer to like which sentence it is currently pointing to which you want to speak. So then you can like create a if condition like this. So if index is 1, it will speak this thing. If the index is 2, it will speak this thing. And like once uh, it has spoken that thing like we want to change the index. So I'll start it like before itself, like it will increment the index, and like in the green flags I'll add a green flag event also. So in this event, like I'll set that index to 0. So now the when the green flag is clicked, the index is 0, and whenever it receives a teacher turn to speak message, it will increment the index, so 0 will become 1, and then this condition will become true when it will speak this, and it will tell it's now student turn to speak, and then again student will speak and it will send back the message to teacher turn to speak, and then it will change the index to 2, and then it will speak this message. But this is like very complex thing, like you keep on adding if. So we'll just try to simplify it using a list. So again the list has to be for this sprite only, and I'll create a list sentences. Now I'll add my sentences here. So first sentence is like hello. Second sentence is like sure what you want to ask. Now I check like whether the index which it is pointing, we have that message, we have that sentence in our list. So to get the length of list, like how many sentences are there in that list, we use this like length of sentences, and then I need a greater than or equal to block. So I'll add this, and then I'll use the index. So if like index is 1, so the length of this sentences is 2, like there are 2 sentences. So this is true and it will speak. So if the index is 2, again 2 is equal to 2, so this is true and it will speak. So now the next time it receive a message teacher turn to speak, the index is 2 and like it will increment by 1, so it will become 3. So our length of sentences is only 2. So like we had already spoken all the sentence and the index has become 3. So there is no need to speak any further sentence, and this if condition will become false and the program will stop here. And we don't have to speak hello, we have to speak like the sentence which the index is pointing. So we can use this item 1 of sentence, and like every time we don't need the first item hello hello hello, we want like what the index is pointing, so we'll use that variable index. So like whatever index is pointing, like first, second, it will fetch that item from that sentence list and it will speak that. So I have deleted all the blocks for student, and let's just create it again. So for this sprite only, I'll create a variable index and I'll create a list sentences. That also should be for this sprite only because it contains data which is related for this sprite only and not for all sprite, because the teacher sprite also contains the same variable with the same name, but it contains the sentences for the teacher, and this variable actually contains the sentences for the student. Now I'll just quickly add the same things here, like when this green flag is clicked, we need to set the index to 0, and when I receive the event, so here like when the student receives the event to speak, we have to check in the if condition that the length of the sentences should be greater than or equal to index. And before that, like we have to also increment the index by 1. Then let me add few say blocks. And I'll remove it this here. And what it wants to say, like it wants to say the item 1 of sentences, and not always the first one in the list. So we'll use that index variable to point to the correct sentence in the index to speak. And once it has spoken, we'll change it to teacher turn to speak. Now let me add few sentences here. So first, like the student will say hello, and then she said, let me just drag it little bit. Then I'll add 4 blank statement, and then I'll say thanks. So like first the student will say hello and the turn will go to the teacher. Then teacher will speak. Then the student will say, I have a doubt, can you help me? Then the teacher will again speak like sure. And then like the student will say, I'm not able to understand the digestive system. And then the turn will go to teacher and teacher will speak. And then again the turn will come to the student, but student does not have anything for the 4 blocks. So the teacher will continue speaking 4 lines, and then the student will say thanks. The teacher should say like welcome dear. So I had already modified the teacher sentences also. So let me just show you. So I simply copy pasted from internet the lines like. So I have added few sentences already here. And for this teacher I have set that Google English voice. Let me set a voice for this student also. So I'll set it as Microsoft Hira. So this is our code. Let's just see the demo and we'll figure it out if there is any error. So I'll just remove this variable display also. So like the green flag was clicked but nothing happened because like we have not passed the control. So another thing we have to do is like we have to broadcast student turn to speak on this green flag, and then this function would get called and it would start speaking, and then it would broadcast teacher turn to speak, and then this will receive the event and like it will process again and send the control back to the student, and the same goes. Let's just see the demo.
Hello. Hello, I have a doubt. Can you help me? Sure, what do you want to ask? I am not able to understand the digestive system. The digestive system is made up of the gastrointestinal tract, also called the GI tract or digestive tract, and the liver, pancreas, and gallbladder. Digestion is important because your body needs nutrients from food and drink to work properly and stay healthy. Your digestive system breaks nutrients into parts small enough for your body to absorb and use for energy, growth, and cell repair. Each part of your digestive system helps to move food and liquid through your GI tract, break food and liquid into smaller parts, or both. Once foods are broken into small enough parts, your body can absorb and move the nutrients to where they are needed. Thanks. Welcome, dear.
So as you have seen, like how simple the code it is, like just few blocks. So you don't unnecessarily need like multiple if blocks to like create your program. The shorter the program, the better it is. It removes the unnecessary complexity from your code. And CodeSkool text-to-speech extension really helps to create such kind of stories, because you don't have to worry about unnecessarily putting weights and like synchronizing between different characters. As you have seen like here how easy it is to synchronize the interactions, the conversation between various characters using CodeSkool text-to-speech extension. So I hope you like this video, and if you want to see more such educational content, please do like this video and subscribe to our channel. Thanks for watching.